Boring.
Boring. I don't know if I'd call it boring. It's been a
Wow,
little
I shouldn't. It was crazy,
I think maybe
but
we're
for the
in a
last
little bit of a lull after the
the last week has been boring. I also it's relative because I've been paying attention to the stock market, and the stock market the last week has been sheer insanity.
yeah, what's been going on there? I've been so focused on shorts and all the things we've been working on with that. I literally haven't looked at the market. So what's been going on with stocks
It's
and crypto?
basically
Give us the rundown while I get all the announcements out and whatnot.
it's pretty straightforward. Stocks have gone straight up for like 8 straight days now, and crypto has gone straight sideways for like 8 straight days now. So if it was the opposite, Cat would be excited because Bitcoin would be at like 70K at least. But yeah, basically yeah, once there was data a week ago, or maybe even longer ago. Anyway, whatever. The CPI stuff was like in line or a little bit better than expected. So basically the market celebrated after having tanked a week before because it pretty much locked in that the Fed's gonna cut in September, which at this point I think is becoming a sell the news event. So I hope the market actually is very robust over the next couple of weeks, because then come Fed time, I think it's a sell the news event.
Really? So you don't think we're gonna see a rate drop?
Oh no, we're gonna, but it's already like it's that
Everyone
shit has been
already is
talked about for
expecting.
months. It's so baked in. So
Well, that being said, though, I mean, like people have been thinking that we were going to see a rate drop like the last two different, two meetings, and then we didn't.
eh,
So,
I mean I agree,
I mean,
but
weren't the analyst odds at like 70% or something for the last meeting?
no, that was for September.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. All eyes have been on September for a while. There was
Interesting.
chatter about, July, whatever, but no. September's been in the has been the narrative for like 3 or 4 months now.
Hmm.
What would be crazy if if they didn't cut in September, and the market would definitely tank.
You think so?
But no, now they're talking about odds of a potential 50% cut, 50 basis point cut in September. Like the odds of that have actually like, gotten somewhat, realistic, I guess, in terms of it having a chance.
Well, and from a like economy standpoint, I mean, it's just like, how much longer can things go on? I don't know. It's pretty wild. Like on the ground perspective, like from, being a human being and, not being a gate kept politician or CEO or whatever. Being someone that just like buys their own groceries. Like I don't know how much longer it can go on. But there's people out there who literally can't afford to buy their groceries. Um, and I
Yep.
saw a really funny video where someone was because I guess on the Walmart app you can see like your historical purchases and how much they cost. And someone found like a Walmart purchase that was like just pre-COVID, like 2019.
Yeah.
And it was like $110 or something for the cart. And then he was able to excuse me, he was able to like you can like repeat your cart, like the exact same items. So he hit like repeat. And then the current price of all that stuff, I think was like over $300 for the same cart that was like $110 or whatever, just 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, we're for a lot of things, I mean, you're looking at like a 2 to 4x in price, uh,
Yeah, it's insane.
for a lot of different goods. And there's been shrinkflation. So a lot of those goods are now, it would be really an interesting experiment if that guy reordered that cart and then compared. I mean, obviously it's tough to do it unless you had like a video of what it looked like back then, but
Yeah.
compared it side by side with what it was and what it is now. And it's very likely that at least, one or two of those items are smaller now, and it was 3 times the price.
100%. Yeah. There's I've seen plenty of those examples where something is, a couple ounces less than it used to be um pre-COVID, but I don't know. Like I agree with you. There's I see it obviously as a landlord. There's plenty of people struggling, yet at the same time, the market's also doing well because everyone's starting to believe in the soft landing. And, we had all of Q2 earnings from like S&P 500 companies are out, and there were like potential recession talk, like in terms of like on their earnings calls talking about like expecting a recession or whatever it is. It dropped drastically, like drastically. It was more than 50% of companies talking about a recession, and kind of preparing for a recession. And I think now it's like less than, it was a crazy number. It was like definitely less than 25%. I think it was even lower than that. Like it was a huge reduction in the number of companies talking about a potential recession in their purview. Um, so I unemployment numbers were good last time, and the CPI was, better than expected. And so I don't know. Maybe said soft landing will happen. So
I just feel like that
hashtag,
soft landing narrative is political thing that they're using it to
oh, I mean,
curry
of
favor with the
course.
public, and I don't think it's an actual thing, but that's my opinion. It doesn't seem like a soft landing to me.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. Self-help patrol said the market's doing well because no one with money to invest wants to hold cash. And I mean, that narrative still exists because, yeah, inflation's down, but it's still, technically a losing proposition to sit in cash. Um,
Right.
it's not as bad as it was. So, which I mean, and there's plenty of people that aren't investment savvy. It's just like I know someone that's got, like whatever it is, like 25, 30 grand sitting in an account that's like paying 2%. And I'm like, you're
You're losing
literally
money.
losing money.
Yeah,
And
that
like
makes
you
no
have been
sense.
losing money for like the last 2 or 3 years. Um, it's like put it into anything else. Like it was like a payout for like unused PTO or whatever the hell it was. Um, but yeah, it's uh it's interesting stuff. But yeah.
Can't guarantee
Uh,
prosperity, but we can guarantee interesting times.
yeah, like to have inflating crypto prices guaranteed.
Yeah,
Just when bull market.
when bull. We've all been waiting for that. When altcoin bull is really where, you know, altcoins have not been doing well. So like people
No.
have been talking about, I mean, obviously like Bitcoin shot up to 70K, which was awesome. And then, we've kind of had like these three lower highs. Um, but altcoins haven't really moved a whole lot. I mean, I've been looking at Ethereum a lot lately. Um, and it's like we got up to 4K, which I guess is pretty nice. Um, but we still never saw the all-time high from before, which was I'm just looking 4,500, 40, or actually 4,900. Um, and then the rest of the alts have just really gotten
Yeah,
really
that's the thing.
like hit
Like
in the teeth.
Bitcoin was the only coin really to make a new high. I mean, I'm sure there's some alts out there, but I'm just talking about like the name brand. Bitcoin was really the only one that made a new high in 2024. The alts didn't really like even like Rune. Rune had a sick run, but it didn't make a new all-time high. I mean, shit, I wish it would have because I was planning on selling even before it got to the prior high. Um, and that would have been nice. We got about $1 away from my sell price. Damn shame too. I could have bought 5x as much Rune right now had we gotten there. We're so close,
Yeah,
so close.
so close
And
yet
that
so
holds true for
far.
every coin. I mean, shit, Hive, hell, even Leo. When Leo was at 14 cents, I can sit it actually selling a good chunk. Um, Gambling on that, I'd be able to buy back lower. And I was like, I'm like, I think we can go higher. And we got to 15 cents or whatever. But yeah, sure enough, it's like I could buy 4 times as much Leo right now. Um, that's for me, like when it comes to investing in crypto, it's not so much about like selling for gains. It's more so like, shit, I could have so much more coin for the next bull run. had I taken some off the table and been able to buy back lower. Um, and that's happened over and over and over again, through all the cycles instead of just riding them up and down, up and down. But, you always get caught up in I don't want to sell too soon, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But, you're never gonna hit the top or the bottom, nor should you try,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm still a firm believer in time in the market, not timing the market. You know, hold, pick your horses and then just let things play how they're going to play. Is my approach. And you know, definitely take profits at some points, but I think the tough thing is when you're trying to kind of hit those swing trades, and then you kind of disrupt your emotional state because sometimes they work, like yeah, you could have sold Rune at 9-10 bucks and then obviously bought it back down here, but you also could have sold it at 9-10 bucks and then it went up to 20 and been completely pissed off. So you
Yeah,
also could
again,
have sold it.
you
I
just
mean, literally went from $1 to $10. So there were a
yep,
lot of different points where you could have sold it and still been pissed off.
yeah. And that's the thing, because you don't know when you're never gonna see those lower prices again. At some point, like in the Rune example, at some point, does $10 become the floor, you know? And if it does, then it's like shit, I sold at 10 and I can't buy back lower because it's never been there or goes there again. Obviously that didn't happen now. But I love how much Task hates when we talk about stocks and crypto investing and trading. Like literally hates it. So
He just only wants
we've
to hear
we've
about
got
Leo.
yeah, we've gotten our market chatter in.
Yeah.
We
You got
did
to
it on
get
the
the
front
market
side.
chatter in. And you know what? If you're Leo obsessed, which I would say I'm the most Leo obsessed, um, getting our market chatter is still important because Sunseeker is clipping all this stuff and then putting it on YouTube. So at the end of the day, this is marketing for Leo. We got to talk about more than just Leo if we want non-Leo people to join the
Yeah,
platform.
I mean,
So
Leo's the focus, but we still
right.
want to talk about general crypto,
We gotta get
which
our
we do, and
clips in.
we usually do it at the end. So we
Right.
just happen to fall into it right off the bat,
I kind of
and
like doing it off the bat because, it gives me time to set everything up because I'm still setting stuff up, a few minutes
that is
in.
true.
So
All 8,000 streams and all that stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
it's more of a casual conversation as opposed to, especially when it comes to Leo, generally, off the bat, you're talking about the latest updates and bug fixes and
Right.
features and whatnot. So it's like a very like, you're basically doing like a fucking monologue, excuse my French, right off the bat while you're trying to set everything up. So
Yeah, it's tough.
that's cool. Good to know. Well, in that case, then we'll just tell Tess to
You can show up
jump
late.
on the call 10 minutes late.
Yeah. 10 minutes later than I am late. So he's gonna have to
Yes.
figure that out. Good luck with that one. Good luck
I
with the
mean, that's like a
Sooniverse
gamble.
Standard Time.
We can create like a futures market on that
Yeah.
and start placing bets and odds. Odds that Cal starts on time. Odds that it's 15 minutes after start time.
Yeah. I put pretty low odds on starting on time. Pretty low odds. Um,
Yeah.
but
Ben Haas put as FTX collapsed, I almost cried about Solana. Yep, dude. That didn't help Solana. Obviously, Luna was what really got wrecked. And you want to talk about crying? I know a late 20 somethings that had started a crypto hedge funds. He was 2 years into it and he was doing rather well, but he just happened to get big into the Terra Luna network. That was like kind of his main thing. Like he was invested, across the board, but he was heavy. Like that was, his main playground. So that fund obviously went up and, poof, whatever it was, couple $1 million gone, which I remember me and McSpreadsheet actually had jumped on a call with him like after the fact, just to like check on him and kind of like give him words
little
of
health
wisdom,
check. Yeah.
since we're a little bit older and have had experiences of going bust. And yeah, it's just I couldn't. This is one of the reasons I don't want to like have a fund or manage money because I don't think I could handle losing everybody's money.
Yeah.
One thing to lose your own money, you're just pissed. Losing other people's money, that just hurts.
Yeah. it's a different game when you've got other people involved. Ben goes, is he still alive? I mean, I hope so.
Uh, yeah, yeah, no, he's good. He focused back on his real estate because he was also like doing real estate with his dad. Ahmad Manga is impressed that the call kicked off only 6 minutes late.
Pretty solid for me. I was trying to be on time. I did my best. Jumped right from another call into this one. Um, cool. Well, we got our market talk out of the way. Got some macro words of wisdom from the cat.
I'm laughing at Morty. Is it the end? Did I miss it? Market chatter already? See? So used to it at the end.
Yeah. Well, we flipped it on you guys today.
I like it. Self-help is like someone's got to make angry task AI. I like it. Can we create a angry task bot?
Angry Taskmaster. I think that's what Taskmaster already is. Angry.
That's fun. I don't look at task like as angry. Like I'm obviously,
I was talking
I'm
about
coping
that
right
the
now.
comic Taskmaster.
Oh, gotcha. It's funny.
um, but yeah,
Anywho, so
so I kind of made the focus of this AMA about shorts in anticipation of the shorts feed going live today. I was pushing the devs to get it live before we went live on this, but we had to pull it back. So it's not live. It's live in the testing server, which you guys don't have access to, but it is not live in production yet. Um, I think it's going to be live today. I'm pretty confident. I just found a few kind of critical bugs that need to get fixed before we push it live to, to all of you guys. But yeah, I've been sharing teasers of the feed. It looks really, really great. It's working, mostly well. There's just a few things with the buttons that need to get fixed. This is like a whole. It's literally, and I put the screenshot in the top of this threadcast, so you guys can obviously look at it there. But it is literally like a completely new UI in terms of features and functionality. It's like there's literally nothing on this UI that was recycled from any other part of the UI, so it was completely built from scratch, and it just required a lot of different work to get it to obviously be functional. So it's really fun to use though. It literally feels like you're on like TikTok or Instagram. I think Instagram Reels, I think is what they call it there, or like YouTube Shorts. It literally feels no different than those, other than the fact that the content is made from recognizable faces. So like you'd see shorts from me, you'd see some from Taskmaster and other people on the platform, Bradley Arrow, and that makes it obviously a lot more fun. It's kind of like seeing your friends in your social arena. So I think it's going to be a really heavily utilized feature on the platform. Like, I mean, we're already seeing a lot more shorts. I was talking to Taskmaster about this yesterday. Like, I want to see more people making shorts, but we are already seeing a lot of them, and that's without the feed even being live. So once the feed is live, I could foresee a lot more activity for shorts. It's a great way to have like a completely new style of content. So um, definitely an exciting time for us. And if you want to look at it from an economic perspective, we're going to build ads directly into the shorts feed as well. So companies will be able to. I've talked about the Leo ads platform, which is going to be one of our next things that we focus on once shorts is completely live. And the ads platform is also going to have the ability to put ads on shorts. So for example, like while you're so you may scroll like 3 videos on shorts, and you can imagine, if you've ever used any of these other platforms that have short form video, you'll know exactly how it works. But you basically scroll through the feed, and then in between like every 3 to 5 videos or whatever, it shows you an ad, and that ad may be a video, it may be a picture with text and links and whatnot. So that's how the ads are going to work on shorts. And I would say that those are most likely going to be the most expensive ad placements. So like when an advertiser comes in to our new ad platform, they'll be able to choose where their ads get displayed, and then set a budget, obviously. So, if you want your ad on shorts, it's going to be the most expensive, placement, in my opinion, just because of the nature of like it's basically a full page ad, if you're on shorts, since like it takes it takes the place of a video in the feed while you're scrolling. So I think it's going to be interesting from an economic perspective, as much as it is from a social perspective. It adds a whole new element to social media on INLEO. So I'm definitely, happy with how things have gone. It's been really difficult to get shorts to where they are today. I think a lot of people underestimated what we were building when it comes to shorts. I actually underestimated it because, when I first started talking about it, I actually didn't realize that the way 3Speak does shorts is that they do it through long form blog posts. So the initial idea of how we were going to do shorts didn't even end up working. So then obviously, and I've talked about this before, but we had to build an entire back end to make this all possible. And then obviously refining that back end over the last couple of weeks has been super difficult, but we've been getting through it, and you guys have been giving really good feedback. So keep the feedback coming, keep trying to make shorts and uploading them. With the new updates, it's extremely stable. So I know there was a small outage last night for some shorts, but outside of that, it's been pretty much flawless since our most recent update a couple days ago.
I saw a really good question just now.
What's up?
Sorry to interject. It said, and I mean, I think I have my opinion on this. It says, do you have to show your face on shorts? And I'm
No,
like, in theory, no. Like a short is just a short video, really, of like
it could be
anything
anything.
that is intriguing or useful, or,
Yeah.
obviously don't like, um, we got to think of a term like kind of like shit posts, shit shorts.
Shit
But
short. Don't
anyway,
shit in your
yeah,
shorts.
don't do that.
Don't
Like,
sh-
don't do the equivalent of shit posting,
don't
like
shit in your
hopefully it's something
shorts.
good. I mean, it could be even like, you could do a short of, like if you're into gardening or whatever, or just, horticulture, like doing, showing whatever, beautiful flowers and even describing what they are or something like that, That's a video where you're not showing your face, but it's still like, something that's useful and intriguing to someone that's into that kind of stuff. Whatever it is, people do shorts like someone's on vacation, right? And they're at some beautiful beach, on some Caribbean island, and just, doing a short of showing whatever, the beautiful waves on the beach, and, making commentary, but, the videos of the beach and the waves, and, the person's not on it. So I think, yeah, everyone's so used to shorts being essentially like selfie videos. But yeah, in theory, you don't have to show your face. Or you could have some real fun. You can, you know, create a character and wear a mask. You know what I mean?
There's
Do
a
a whole
lot.
V for Vendetta
Yeah.
short.
No, there's a lot of people that do, there's a lot of different things you can do with shorts. So I just posted a link, a rethread in the threadcast of one of my latest shorts. One thing I've been doing is when I see a good short from another platform, like for example on YouTube, it's like the link I shared is one of a Steve Jobs clip. Um, I actually just screen record it and then share it on shorts, on Leo Shorts. So, I would say you could definitely even just do that and just give the original person credit. So like I'll screen record it and I include their username, on YouTube, for example. So that, they obviously are getting the original credit for it. But then, sharing it on shorts, you're bringing good content at the end of the day to our platform. So I think that's a really valuable thing to do. Um,
What's what's the time parameters of the shorts? What's the
60
max?
seconds.
60? Oh, it's that long. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So you can do up to 60 seconds. And I think the minimum is 5 seconds. It's either 5 seconds or 15 seconds. I
Nice.
want to
I'm gonna
say
do a
I want
bunch
to
of
say 15 seconds, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna do a bunch of 5-second shorts, just yelling catchphrases.
Well, at the end
Just
of
be
the day,
like,
like when you're in
Jumanji.
Jumanji, when you're a new platform, we don't want to, and we've talked about this too, like you don't want to over police things because that's what a lot of these platforms do. And that's ultimately their mistake is that like you over police things in the beginning and you don't even have enough users to be over policing things. Like we don't have enough users and we don't have enough content. So why are we going to start limiting ourselves out of the gate? Um, there are some obvious things that shouldn't be on the platform. And those things will get filtered out and muted, and if you continue to abuse things, you can get muted on the whole platform. But it's at the end of the day, we want to see more and more content. So if you're pulling high quality shorts from another platform, which is kind of what I've been doing, then that's still a valuable thing to do because you're bringing that quality content here. Kind of, and I actually had an interesting idea. Task is probably going to love this. Um, there's this whole rise of people who use, and you guys are welcome to, by the way, steal this idea and just go run off to the races with it. Because if I had the extra time, I would certainly be doing this. There's this whole new wave of people who've been using AI to create YouTube channels that do both clips and shorts, where they're essentially mashups of they're essentially mashups of news, and they're using real clips and real audio, and basically the AI is doing the audio voiceover. So like you can tell, like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like you've watched like a news short or something, and there's like an AI that's narrating it. Those are like people are creating these AI accounts and using them to generate views and then earn money. If you guys are able to figure out how they do that, which I don't think it's that hard. I just haven't spent any time to look into it. You could be creating AI news using an AI, generator where they have voice and subtitles, and then they mix in, generated clips and whatnot, to share news. Like one I saw the other day was about Joe Rogan's, $30 million lawsuit. I actually was trying to share it on Shorts earlier. I don't know if it shared yet. I'll look for it while I talk. But it's you can use these AIs to generate basically news shorts and then share them, and you're not your face and your voices aren't even on them. It's just generating it automatically. So one idea I had is if we could create a news to threads bot, but like a news to shorts bot, where you guys could like input an article and then it would ask the AI to make a short clip with generated audio and generated clips, that basically talks about that piece of news. So I think that would be pretty interesting. Um, my name is P said, if is using AI for shorts allowed, won't Hive watchers come for all of us? You know, I have a my thing with AI is that if you say that it's AI generated, I have no problem with AI. I think the problem with AI is when people try to claim it as their own. So for example, when Leo AI comes out, if you use it to generate stuff on INLEO, our platform will actually put an asterisk next to anything that's generated by the AI, and it'll say that this is AI generated. So, and like Sunseeker is saying, the community can police it. If the users don't like it, don't upvote it. If the person is plagiarizing, you can share content from others, not pretend it's yours. The community will call it out, and the reputation will be lost. Exactly, and that goes for whether you're plagiarizing or you're using AI to generate something. If you're claiming it as your own, then it's up to the community to police that. My concern for Hive watchers is non-existent. First of all, they have no control over Leo rewards, so they obviously only impact Hive rewards. So many of us upvote and we're using Leo and we're focused on the Leo that you earn. You obviously earn Hive and HBD as well, but I just think that and again, I'm not a fan of the over policing things, and I obviously think that Hive Watchers is over policing a lot of stuff. And yeah, I mean, Ahmad Manga even said Hive Watchers will probably come for all of us anyway. Even the normal content on Threads is considered spam by them. They consider really anything that they decide to be spam. So it's completely subjective. I think probably run by one person who decides what they believe is spam and what isn't. So, one beautiful thing about Leo is that we're kind of on our own, while we are on the Hive blockchain and we store and retrieve all of our data from Hive. And I think that we're an incredibly beneficial platform for the Hive ecosystem in terms of engagement. We literally do like over 15% of all comments on Hive at this point. originate from Leo because of threads. You know, you know, we while we have that, we still are kind of on our own island in a certain way where, you know, we earn Leo, we distribute Leo, and these policers, you know, these policemen in quotes, you know, they don't have any power over Leo rewards. So
That was
I
what I was
tend,
thinking.
yeah,
Yeah.
I tend to completely ignore them, honestly, and I focus on the Leo part of things. And there are a lot of backroom chatter, you know, there's a lot of backroom chatter about removing Hive blog rewards anyways, and that's been happening for years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I do think that that's possible at some point as well. So, and I mean, you know, I'm kind of I kind of take a little bit more of an agnostic approach, you know, let it do what it's going to do. But in my opinion, you know, focusing on the layer two rewards is more important anyways. You know, use Hive as a database, and that's how I viewed it for a very long time. And Tasso said if there's a that, and this has been another approach for me as well. If there are 1,000 shorts per day and 25 threads per day, nothing can be done against that quantity. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like you know, lions stronger together. When we all band up together and make, you know, a ton of quantity, and you know, we're just doing our thing, enjoying ourselves on the platform, having good engagement. You know, our strength is in our numbers, and they simply cannot police that level of quantity. So, in my opinion, you know, and I've said this for a very long time, social media is about enjoyment. It's about having, you know, valuable, enjoyable user minutes on a platform. And you know, I just want to see you guys enjoy your time here. I don't care. I don't care for all the policing and the politics. So I would say ignore the policing, ignore the politics, do your thing, have fun with it. You know, obviously don't do abusive things. And I've, you know, obviously talked about that. I think it's pretty obvious what is abuse and what is just, you know, engagement and having fun. So, you know, walk that line and just enjoy yourself. This is social media, and we're meant to be social. And I think that shorts are a great way to do that. It gives us a much more personal, you know, insight into each other's lives. And it gives us a, you know, kind of a face-to-face interaction. So, you know, while I talked about that, I'm actually taking, you know, high quality shorts I see on other platforms and then bringing them over to Leo shorts. You know, I am also, you know, recording selfie shorts and posting those as well. I think it's a really cool way to build more rapport, you know, with each other. So I've been watching, you know, Taskmaster's been posting some, Bradley Arrow's been posting some, you know, maybe we'll get Mitch to post some about the markets and whatnot. You know, it's I don't think Mitch has tried it yet. Call
I have
live
not.
live call out. You could be whipping out your phone. You can go to INLEO. You can hit the shorts button. You can hit take video, and then it takes it right on your phone and uploads it. Very easy to do.
Chad has been distracted with real estate. But yeah, I gotta give it a go. Not
I
that
may
I'm
do it. I may do
inclined
a
to
short while we're
do
live. I may
not
do a
that I'm
short while we're
inclined to do
live.
a lot of social media. I get enough pressure from the real estate community to be posting on like Crackbook and whatnot. And I'm just like, I have no desire to do social media. I like doing my blog posting but I can I could throw out some shorts. Like I said, maybe I'll have some fun and just do a short series of yelling out catchphrases.
Well, you know, another
Just
thing
seeing
is
if I can get
like,
some
I mean,
laughs.
you have a lot of opportunity for content because you're, you know, you could like, for example, like if you're walking through a property that you're looking at, like you could literally just whip out your phone and record and talk about it. And I mean, you could probably make
Yeah.
5 shorts in the matter of a couple minutes, you know, looking at a new property.
Trials and tribulations of dealing with real estate.
People would love that. That'd be a great, you could do a whole series on that. Do like a, you know, you could do videos of the rehabs, you could do videos of the, you know, tenant breaks something and then you got to fix it.
This indeed is
I've
true.
got all the ideas for you. I've got all the ideas. Yeah, Cat should put up real estate stuff. I agree. We will all upvote the cat.
There you go. Well, I mean, I'll do what I can, but with that, I'm not really on site a lot. I'm kind of remote. So I'm handling everything from a computer screen generally. But yeah, when I'm local, there's plenty of stuff that I can make shorts of. I mean, heck yeah, like I think I did a blog post on it, but yeah, a great short would have been when I was up there and the drunk driver crashed into my property. Like
Yeah, that
that
would
would
have
have
been a
made
good
for a hell
one.
of a
That
short.
would have gotten a lot of, that probably would have been the most viewed short on the platform.
I was like, soccer mom crashes into my property, drunk off her butt. Guess you won't be making the soccer games this weekend.
Guess not. Yeah,
That's
apparently
funny.
Taskmaster's made 85,000 or 83,000 threads.
That
That's pretty
is
insane.
Bananas. But I mean, listen, you know, Tess gets it done. Like his focus is being essentially the power user and helping, INLEO grow. Um, and you need people like that to build any kind of community or platform. So, shout out to Task for the work he's putting in. And ideally he enjoys it and can reap the benefits at some point.
Yeah. Um, you
So
know,
yeah, I mean even so like I'll ask myself, but really this is just for everyone listening too that haven't done shorts yet. Like, what's the process? How easy is it to post a short?
you literally, yeah. I mean, well, that this might be a good little live tutorial. Um, I don't want to share screen because it's going to ruin all the recordings and whatnot. But basically, I'll just walk you through it, and if you're watching, you can do the same process while I talk you through it. But I mean it's literally so easy. So you go to the homepage of INLEO, right? At the top it says whatever the tagline is for a thread, but you see like the little thread box where you would normally write a thread. Um, you'll see next to the picture icon to upload a picture, there's a little video camera now. You click that, and then it says upload short. And then it says click to select a video. And if you click that, um, you can basically go to your files. So for example, like on your computer, if you click that, it'll open your files, and then you can upload whatever's already recorded in your files. If you're on mobile, it actually says, and let's see if it shows. Yeah, it does show. So it actually shows like this on mobile, where you can hit take video, or you can do photo library, or if you're iOS, it says choose file from your cloud. Um, and then the rest of it has title and description. So you literally write a title, and then by the way, when you write a title, that is the title that it uses to put the three speak to put on three speak. So that's the actual title of the video when you make a title. And then the description is what is posted inside the thread. So when you upload a short, it actually is making, and I'll walk you through this again. So you do that, upload the video, title, description, and then you hit upload, and that's it. And then once you hit upload, you'll see the bars. It's got progress bars. It'll say uploading, then it'll say encoding, and then it just automatically goes through. Um, so after that happens, so after you click upload and then it uploads, it says your short is now in the queue and it will be uploaded in the next 10 minutes. So there's a reason for the 10-minute delay. But essentially we've built like a shorts queue. So every time you upload a short, it gets entered into the queue. And then based on if other users are uploading as well, you have a position in the queue. And then as soon as your position is up, then your short gets fully uploaded. When your short is fully uploaded, it means that it gets posted to one of the Leo Shorts accounts, which are container accounts. Those post a blog post because ThreeSpeak requires that a blog post is made for a short, but we wanted to make it so that shorts weren't, layer one, very similar to what we did with threads. So instead of being layer one on your account, we have container accounts where the short gets uploaded as a blog post on a container account, and then it sets you as the beneficiary for the rewards on that blog post. The second piece is that it then takes the link to that blog post in the ThreeSpeak video, and then it creates a thread for you. And whatever you put as the description while you were uploading becomes the text for the thread. And then the video is embedded underneath the text. And then it automatically posts the thread for you. So that's how your short actually makes it to INLEO threads and the Hive blockchain and ThreeSpeak all at the same time. And all this magic is kind of happening on the back end. And then, there's another kind of magical little piece to the back end as well, which is when you upvote a thread that contains a short. So it's, when you make a short and then it makes the thread for you, the upvote button is actually not upvoting the thread that your account posted. it's actually rerouting that upvote to the short, to the blog post that was created for your short. And there's a couple different reasons for that, but essentially what that allows is that you can upvote shorts in the same thread feed, but instead of having to like click out and go to the actual blog post, it's allowing you to upvote the blog post from threads specifically. Um, so it's there's a lot of kind of interesting gymnastics that are happening on the back end, but to the front end user, like all this stuff is just super, like it flows really nicely. You just, you click upload a short, you put the video in, title, description, upload, your short gets uploaded, all this magic happens on the back end. And then when you see
Just
it,
did it.
what's that?
I said, just did it.
Oh, there you go.
It got the little message though, said like up to 10 minutes. It's like in the queue and we'll load in up to 10 minutes.
Yep,
I
exactly.
found I found a short that I had just on my computer, and it was a crypto based thing, like a clip of a politician from a couple of years ago. And I was like, title, we need more politicians like this, and upload that bad boy. So there you go. Live shorts happening.
Cat's first short. Cat's first short.
Which is hilarious because I'm the least political person ever, and I posted a political clip as my first short ever. But
That's funny.
it's Bitcoin related. It's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. It's pro
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Good old Bitcoin.
So yeah, it's shorts is a pretty interesting piece of technology, and hopefully my explanation made sense and you guys you guys understand, what we went through to build it. But I'm very happy with how it's working really well now. And then, like I said, the shorts feed is going to go live soon. I think when you guys get the shorts feed in your hands, you're going to realize, what's been done here. It's pretty incredible. It is literally like TikTok on INLEO. So I've been getting a lot heavier into making shorts, and I'm going to continue to do so. I've noticed that shorts, you earn a lot more rewards for shorts than a typical thread. I think there's a few different reasons for that. One, I think that there's generally, it's just built in that it's a harder thing to make, so people give you bigger upvotes. But the second piece that I've noticed, and this is because of my account, I have like 140 people or something that trail my upvote for my Hive account. Um, but for a lot of the auto voter services on Hive, when you upvote a comment, the user that's trailing you has to actually have it set up so that they trail your comments specifically. And most people have that turned off. So like when I upvote a thread, I think there's like maybe 5 to 7 accounts that trail my upvote. But when I upvote a blog post, there's literally like 100 accounts that trail my upvote. So, like I just explained, when you upvote a short from the threads feed, it's actually upvoting the blog post that is the container for your short. So basically, when I upvote a short, it's getting anywhere from like 50 to 150 upvotes because of my trail. So that's kind of interesting, something I've noticed. And I'm not the only one out there that has, a big following on my trail. I know there's plenty of other people out there who do as well. So I think as shorts get more popular and we start curating them more, as a community, you're going to see a lot more, a lot more rewards get spread around. I'm going to push the team, everyone's listening to this right now, Eric, Sunseeker, and IDEO, I think we should start pulling data on the rewards earned by shorts. I'd be really curious to see how those increase over time. So, yep, I see you just posted that your short went through. See, it doesn't, and by the way, it doesn't always take 10 minutes. It's up to 10 minutes. So usually it's rarely more than 10 minutes. Sometimes, that being said, sometimes they get stuck in the queue. And that's on the 3Speak end. They get stuck in the encoding queue. And then for those instances, I've seen it take like up to an hour, which kind of sucks, but there's nothing we can really do about that. It just happens occasionally. But it does eventually go through. The solution I've kind of thought of for that is that we're working on a status indicator when you've uploaded a short. So in the bottom right hand of the screen, when this is done, it will actually, when you've uploaded a short, it will show you its status. So it will say like your position in the queue. And if it's like stuck in encoding, it'll say stuck in encoding, may take up to 1 hour or something, like if that happens. So we'll have different status indicators, and that will be live probably in the next like week, I would say. Probably shortly after we do the actual feed. and push that live, which is hopefully today. Winanda said, how do we join your trail? You can use a service if you want to join my trail. I think it's Hive Auto, I think is what it's called. Hive Auto. I honestly haven't used this stuff in forever. It's somewhere out there. If you look up, maybe someone in the audience knows and they can post it in the threadcast. But there's different services out there. But I think the most used one is like Hive Auto. If you want to join a voting trail. I do recommend manual curation if you have the time for it, though. I do all of my curation manually. Mod Manga said TikTok on INLEO. Here we go. Yep. It's a new day. Uh Samuel said, how are shorts on mobile easy like laptop? I think shorts on mobile are actually easier to do than on your laptop. Because on your laptop you kind of have to like use a program to record it and then upload it. On your phone, you can do that, or you can actually use the take video feature directly from INLEO. Hive.vote. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Hive.vote is a good service for that if you're looking for one. I saw someone ask, I lost it, but I saw someone ask about horizontal videos and how they look in the feed. I actually posted a thread yesterday showing what horizontal videos look like in the feed. Because obviously, shorts favor vertical videos just by nature of how the feed looks. So like, the obviously the long, not wide style. And on the if anyone can find my thread that I'm talking about, feel free to post it in here in the threadcast. But it basically just shows it in like this smaller horizontal view, but then it like blurs out the top and bottom, which is exactly how other platforms do it. So it still looks good. It's obviously ideal for it to be vertical, but it still looks good, even if it's horizontal. Vic Van said sometimes you are even notified when your shorts go live. Well, if you're using if you're so like in the notifications tab, you actually will be notified when your shorts get posted. Every time it gets posted, it will, because the container account actually tags you in the short. So it's kind of an interesting thing. I think what we're going to do is, along with the status indicator in the notifications tab, we may add some special handling when Leo Shorts, when one of the Leo Shorts accounts tags you, our backend can start to recognize that's because you uploaded a short. So I actually think, I hadn't really thought that we would do this anytime soon, but we can make it so that when you get tagged by Leo Shorts, it actually shows you like a different message. It says like your short has been successfully uploaded. Click here to view it. So yeah, I'm gonna put in a note for the devs. I think we can do something cool on the notifications page.
Man, I might have to go on a shorts posting rampage. I just realized I have a ton of clips from a couple years ago when I spoke at Walter's conference. I did a crypto speech,
Yeah,
and I have a ton of short clips from when I was on stage speaking.
nice.
I can do like a crypto newbie shorts, just
Just unleash it. Unleash it.
unleash unleash the fury, Mitch.
Unleash it. I actually had an idea.
Oh,
You'll see it. I'm gonna do it after we get off this AMA, but I'm gonna make the first short storm.
nice. I love it.
Yep. Oh, here. Nice. Thanks, Morty. Um, so if you look in the threadcast, Morty just posted the screenshot of what it looks like when there's a horizontal video. So you can see it shows in the middle of the screen and then it kind of just blurs out the top and bottom. So that's exactly how like YouTube Shorts and whatnot works. The hell with shorts, go commando. When nudes, when when nudes.
Go Commando.
That's
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Um, well, and all this stuff feeds into something else, which is, obviously a more long-term thing, but the idea of only Leos, which is essentially just Substack on INLEO, where authors will be able to set up a paywall. If you really think about it, the value proposition of only Leos just keeps improving as we add more features like shorts. Because now when we do eventually launch the ability for authors to create a paywall, for some of their content, now they'll be able to post threads, blog posts, and shorts into their paywall. So if you're a part of like Taskmaster's, private paywall subscribers, he could be posting, blogs, shorts, and threads into his paywall that only that subscriber base can view. Um, so I think that that's going to be, a super cool use case, and the essentially just the value proposition of that just keeps increasing as we add more and more features. So um, I think it's we're on the right path in terms of the long-term roadmap, and I've talked about that roadmap at length, but we're definitely on a good path. And that's just another form of monetization for the platform. So, the two next, obvious forms of monetization that I think will have a pretty profound impact on Leo as a token economy, are going to be Leo ads, the native ad platform, and then, only Leos, which is obviously the Substack like or Patreon like feature. Those are going to be two really, really solid forms of revenue for us, in my opinion. Tasker said Leo AI is going to send premium membership through the roof. Yeah, I think it will as well. I think there's a lot of people that use like only AI, like ChatGPT Premium and whatnot, that will switch to Leo AI Premium, Leo Premium for Leo AI.
You know, I have a question about shorts, and I'm kind of deciding if I even want to ask it because it might open Pandora's box. But obviously, when it comes to shorts, in a way, it makes you, at least it makes me think about, all the different videos I've seen on TikTok, over the last few years, and accounts that have a ton of views that aren't doing anything original and technically probably copyright infringement. So, I'm sure you've seen it like on TikTok. There's basically just people posting clips from TV shows and movies and like literally, part one, two, three. And it's like you can almost watch a whole like episode of a show like in a bunch of 60-second, TikTok clips. And it doesn't seem like TikTok cracks down on that. And I'm just like, huh, would that be a bad thing, a good thing, to do? And I'm kind of like mixed emotions about it.
Well, a few things about that. One, it's like I said earlier, if you give original credit, I think, that's, important. So give original credit, obviously. Two, we're not the host of the videos. It's a decentralized system that uses IPFS, which is, how 3Speak works. So, there's also that, INLEO is not the original host of the videos. It's decentralized. So in my opinion, give original credit and, post what you're going to post. Enjoy your time. I don't think we should be like ripping off movies and TV shows necessarily, but if you post a clip from a TV show, I don't see why that's a big deal. I see that on, these other platforms like TikTok as well. You post, a 30-second clip from like the Friends TV show. Like I don't see anything wrong with that. Um,
Yeah, it's almost like posting kind of like highlights, which
yeah.
I'll tell you right now, that's someone can definitely, carve out that niche. Right now is an opportunity to carve out your niche in Leo Shorts because it's just starting. So, for anyone that's an avid sports fan, like posting like sports highlights, I think that's an easy one
Yeah.
that someone should carve out that niche. And, me personally, like, obviously it depends on where you're from. Like I like American football. So, NFL season's about to kick off again. If someone's posting NFL highlights, like it's gonna catch my attention. I'm gonna probably watch them because it's like, 30 seconds and I see a cool play. Um, Obviously I know we have an international user base, so quote unquote football, aka soccer, probably would also, do well for that audience. So there's the point is there's an opportunity right now to carve out your niche. So whatever it is you enjoy, get to post in the shorts and if you do it regularly, you can essentially, build a following and just be a source for that content.
Yeah, it's I think that's a really good piece of advice is to find some kind of niche and carve it out for yourself. Um, and that goes for really everything on the platform, but especially for something like shorts where there's just so much potential in terms of what you could be posting about. Um, it's there's so much that, I mean, there's just so many things you could do. So I would say look for, I like that piece of advice. Like look for something you're interested in, whether it's sports, tech news. A big thing I've been doing is, like I said, I've been pulling shorts from other platforms, which is but I've obviously giving the original author credit. But a lot of what I've been posting are like clips of like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or like Joe Rogan clips, and posting those on shorts. Because that's obviously something I'm interested in is like, founders and entrepreneurs that are, talking about things, whether it's like motivation or how to manage a team, et cetera. So that's something I'm interested in and a kind of like a niche for me. And then obviously posting my own shorts similarly. So, if you're into sports, like that's obviously an easy one. Like you could be looking up highlights all over the internet and then posting those. Or if you're into, politics, you could be finding clips from politics. I mean, there's just so much if you really think about it, like there's just so much content out there, so many things you could be pulling. There's really no excuse to not have like, thousands of shorts per person, with each of us kind of finding our niche and then posting those shorts. So it's really up to you guys to, make, again, we're putting the tools in your hands. It's up to you to make use of them. Um, so and it's like
Indeed.
Task always says like page views are king. So, make more content, engage more with each other. The ads platform is on the way as well. And all of this stuff at the end of the day is monetizing the platform, premium ad revenue, INLEO subscriber system. All of this stuff is monetizing the platform and then driving revenue to buy back, Leo and deploy it into the liquidity pool. So it's just create more content and engage more with the content that's here, and that's how the Leo token performs.
Facts. Um, all right, so we've been going almost an hour now, so I want to circle back to, because we talked about shorts. Is there anything else in the INLEO universe that you want to update or touch on, or have we covered that area?
I mean, there's definitely a lot more going on. I would just say that shorts are definitely the, kind of key focus right now. There's just so much that goes into it, like I kind of described from, back end to front end. I mean, there's just so much that we're doing and have to do to make this all work. So shorts is definitely the focus, and I want to see more usage of shorts. I think it adds a lot of cool interaction to the platform that obviously wasn't possible before. So definitely want to see more of that. And then, you know, outside of shorts, like if we look beyond shorts and some of the other things we're doing, the referral program is live. You guys have seen that. I definitely want to see more people onboarding. The goal this month in terms of, monthly active users is to hit 1900 MAUs. So that's my goal with the team this month. I would love to see, all of us kind of come together and make that happen. It's definitely going to require, a lot of effort from both the team and the community. So now that we've got the referral system in place, I would love to see more of you guys using it. You can earn up to $50 per referral. And if you're curious how that all works, someone asked in Discord earlier, but if you're curious how all of that works, just go to the referrals dashboard and then click how it works. And then it will tell you exactly how that works, in terms of, getting a user onboarded, getting them active, et cetera, is how you ultimately, earn the rewards.
Speaking of that, that's another great idea for somebody because the reality is like everyone's got the attention span of a gnat at this point. So doing short like tutorial shorts, you know what I mean? Like anything you can like teach in 60 seconds in terms of like, oh, whatever, this is how you post a short or this is how you essentially, refer someone to InLeo. So tutorial shorts I think would be super beneficial. Obviously, there's only so much you can share in 60 seconds, but the reality is you can still do a tutorial on something, on one task, so to speak, in 60 seconds. So that's also an area that someone could, definitely attack.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just so much potential. It's really up to your imagination and creativity. Um, at the end of the day. Godfish asks how many MAUs are there right now. I just posted a screenshot, but as of August 18th, or August 17th, this data was pulled. There's 1,313 MAUs. So that's obviously a rolling figure as we progress through the month. We ended July with 1,521. So the goal is to get to 1,900. So about 375 more MAUs is my goal in terms of what to add this month. So um, like I said, really pushing the team and the you guys to make that happen. I think the referrals are kind of a critical way to do that. Put the I think it's a Charlie Munger quote. Um, show me the incentives and I'll show you the outcome. So, the referral system is really intended to align the incentives with growing the platform, which is what we need. I mean, if 375 of you guys onboard just one person each, we'll hit our MAUs target. So we need to see MAUs grow. We need to see engagement and overall activity grow. I know Taskmaster is pushing for 120,000 threads. So I would also love to see that this month. I definitely think it's entirely possible to achieve. So he asked how many threads so far. I don't have that information. Task or a Nomad Soul might have it. But I don't have any current data on it right now. So Eric or IDEO or Sunseeker, if you're listening and you've got that data in front of you, post it in the threadcast. But yeah, so chasing 120,000 threads, 1,900 MAUs. Again, like to reach 1,900 MAUs, we really need you guys to step up into the referral system. So,
Well, I'm going to step up my shorts game because now that I discovered all this basically pre-ready content I have,
there
I'm
you
about to
go.
go on a shorts. As soon as we get off this call, I'm going to go on a short storm.
Short
I
storm.
got a little time before I got to head out,
Nice.
but I got a little. I'm just like looking. I've probably like almost a dozen like short clips talking about crypto. I was like, sweet, existing original content. It's kind of like a rapper with their first album, right? They've been writing songs for 5+ years.
Yep.
So it's like they got the content ready for that first album and it's fire, it's all that good stuff. And then it's like everyone's like, oh, the second album wasn't as good. It's like, yeah, because they had to write, all new songs in a 12-month span. And the first album was like 5+ years worth of content.
Yeah, and speaking of like albums, I have this idea which I don't know, obviously our focus right now is on the shorts feed itself, but I think we're going to probably do this shortly after. Is the ability for you guys to link shorts together and basically create a collection. So essentially what it would look like is, for example, like let's say Taskmaster makes a bunch of different shorts and his, top three categories are, shorts that are about Bitcoin, shorts that are about Hive, and shorts that are about technology. So he's got like these three kind of main categories. You can actually do this on YouTube with, they're called playlists. So maybe we'll make something and just call it playlists or something similar. But essentially what playlists would let you do is collect these shorts into certain categories and make a playlist of them that can like autoplay as their own shorts feed. So it would look like the main shorts feed, but then it would just be a playlist of whatever you've collected together. So like, for example, Taskmaster, every time he uploads a short about technology, he would have the option to add it to a playlist that he's created about technology where he uploads all his shorts into that specific playlist. And then if you come in as a user, you can like scroll through playlists created by different users. So like you can find Taskmaster's technology playlist and then you click on it and then it starts auto playing all the different shorts that he's created about technology. And then you can just scroll through that feed. So I think playlists would be a cool organizational tool. And like I said, we're still in the early days. So right now the goal is just quantity. We need to get more, quantity and quality in terms of shorts. And then over time we can add a lot of really cool sorting features and make things easier to find and just categorize them better. Um, so yeah. And then it was making me think about that because you were talking about how you've got all these, crypto conference shorts. So you could make a crypto playlist for all your shorts that are about crypto and then organize them for other users to watch.
Interesting. How, and forgive me, I was like kind of spaced out for a minute. I had a text come in that I had to tend to. So as far as like building a playlist, were you just talking about how to do that?
Yeah. So it's not live yet. It's something that I want to work on after
Gotcha. Cool,
we get the
cool.
shorts feed out. There's a handful of things I want to work on, and one of them is to make a playlist feature where you can essentially make a playlist of your shorts and organize them into different
Cool,
categories.
cool. No doubt. All right, well, I think we've gotten everyone riled up to go post some shorts and probably should take advantage of that momentum.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, this AMA was definitely focused on shorts, and that was intentional. I just want everyone to be really focused on growing the activity on shorts and testing everything and giving us feedback on things. Now that uploading is working really well, it's time to roll out the shorts feed, and hopefully that'll be live later today. If not today, then I would say 99% sure that it'll be rolled out by tomorrow. But I'm still pretty confident it'll be done today. Like I said, there was just a handful of bugs that I had for the devs. Self-help for trolls posted 5 shorts while we were talking. There's no excuse. It's so easy. Um,
It's so easy, even a troll can do it.
even a troll can do it. Even a scaredy cat can do it while he's live on a podcast.
Apparently.
I posted
Yeah, the
one
one
while
I
we were
could.
live too. It's just stupid easy.
Yeah. I would have done more, but I got to actually listen to like the crypto clips. Like I want to listen to it so I know what it is.
Right, right.
So I can't do that. The other one, I already knew what it was.
Are you
So
logged into INLEO on your phone?
I actually have not been logged into INLEO on my phone in a hot minute.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you should make a short while we're on the call
Make a short of
of us
the
on the
while
pod.
we're on the AMA. I mean,
Yep.
I could technically go log in on my phone and all that, but
Next time. You have to do
we'll
it
save
next
that for the
time.
next time
Yeah,
because I got to dip. I got real estate things I have to go handle.
sounds good. Yeah, I feel like we
But
covered everything and it's been a pretty
yeah,
good,
I mean,
pretty focused AMA today. Usually we're kind of all over the place with all the topics, but this one was
yeah,
heavily focused.
it's all about the shorts. It's
Shorty
all about the
shorts.
shorts. No treble.
Sweet.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Post your fun short content.
Yep. I'll be posting. I'll probably post like 50 shorts today. So I'll see you guys. I'll see
Nice.
you guys on shorts.
Nice.
All right.
Cool. Until next time.
Thanks, Mitch. Yep. See you next week, August 27th.
Later.
Peace.